What's up? What's up, everybody? Tap back in with your man, not your boy Troy. What's up? I know this. Hey, first of all, let me thank. I wanna show my appreciation for everybody that's been checking into the channel, that's been sharing the channel, that's been interacting with me on the feedback in the comments section. Man, I really do appreciate it, man, because if you guys know my journey, you know that I'm living out here abroad in the Caribbean by myself, and I'm kind of a loner. Um, I don't really have a big circle that I deal with out here, so it's good to interact with people from all over. I've been looking at my analytics. People in the UK are watching me, man. Hey, what's up to everybody in the UK? People in Mexico are watching me. Um, and I appreciate that, man. I really do appreciate Canada, of course, the states. I appreciate people in the Dominican Republic are checking and watching. I appreciate all the views, man. I honestly do. And today's video is not about fragrance. I know you guys are like, damn, this dude in fragrance that's out for like a hot month. I got some more coming. I got some hot stuff that I got coming in the mail too. But um, I just want to talk today about mental health, man. That's something that I used to be a mental health professional for quite some time. I think the majority of my professional experience in the workplace was working with mental health. A lot of you guys might not know. Give you a little background. I am a licensed social worker. Um, I've worked with children, adults, women, men. All different walks of life. I've dealt with people with severe handicaps, Down syndromes, like just you name it. Whatever you would think a social worker does. I know that the most popular thing is they come and take your kids. Everybody think that they come and take your kids. So that's not every social worker does that. I had the opportunity to work for the Department of Veteran Affairs, not as a social worker, but in the benefits department. But I think that my talent for working with people put me in public contact of working in the Veteran Affairs Department. So I was able to work with the public, and I was actually the homeless coordinator for the state of Delaware for the Veterans Benefits Administration. And under my tenure, we had zero homelessness. I'm always going to forever, ever tout that. So in the state of Delaware, we had zero homelessness when I was the Veterans Homeless Coordinator. I was able to set up a Adopt a Veteran program where every Christmas people would come in and people would donate canned goods and stuff, and we would pick a veteran and I would give it to that. Man, God, I like helping people. And that's why I hope that you can take from this channel that I'm going to help you if you're trying to, you want to move out of the country. Just things like that. You want to have a stress-free life. I think that I need to start talking more about the mental health aspect of being able to live abroad and enjoy your life, man. Like, let me start with myself. Like, even though I enjoyed helping people, and you're gonna hear this from a lot of people, it wasn't the people that I had to help. It was the people that I was working with that were like really, really. I just couldn't. I wasn't vibing with the work environment like that. Now we had some great. I had a great supervisor. Her boss, he was new. The last one I had, he seemed pretty cool. I don't know. I brought up some issues with him about some things, and he kind of just blew it off, and that kind of let me know where he stood on certain things. And I was just like, man, when you get into these positions with the government, everything is just numbers. Everything is numbers, man. Production and numbers, and that's the important thing. So I just got tired of it. It was an incident at work where I cracked a joke about the insurrection to another coworker. She took it and blew it up, started crying, and I'm gonna tell y'all the joke because I don't care. At this point, I really don't care. I had made a joke about she was a Republican, and she was a Trump supporter. And I made a joke, and they were giving out money for people that were hunting down people that were in the White House, in the Capitol building during the riots. So I had told her, I was like, hey, look, I don't know if you was in there, but I know you might know a couple of people that was in there, and I'm trying to get some money. So if you let me know, then we can split the bag. She starts crying, man, went full Karen mode on me, went told on me. And it was at that point that I realized, like, you know what, I don't need this job. Even though my supervisor was so cool about it, she was laughing. She was like, Troy, the only reason why I got to correct you is because you did this during work hours. So she's making a big deal about it. I was like, man, you know what? I got in on an investment early, Bitcoin, and I had the money to walk away from that job. I was sitting on, and it wasn't even hot like it is now, but I was sitting on some bread, and I was like, you know what? I do not have to be here. And I think when you financially don't have to be a place, don't be in that place, especially if it's causing you stress, right? So I was like, man, I'm just going to leave. So I purchased a home out here. I was coming back and forth for like a year. And then I was like, you know what? I came down here. Matter of fact, it was Valentine's Day. This marks my anniversary of when I finally moved down here. I was like, you know what? I'm done. Like I'm done. It was great friend of mine from the Army, Kyrie, like a brother to me. He invited his co-worker down and his wife, and Kyrie, his wife, and it was me and my girlfriend at the time that worked at American Airlines out here. We just came out here for the weekend. We was chilling, man. We was having such a good time, just relaxing. And on the way back to the airport, man, I was like, man, I don't want to go back. It's cold back home. I was like, man, I don't want to go back. I'm gonna stay here. And everybody in the car was like, what? I was like, yo, I'm going to quit my job, man. I'm just going to stay here, man. I never forget. I got my laptop out, came over here to the jacuzzi. I sat in the jacuzzi, got my mind right, and I typed up my resignation. I was like, yo, thank you for the opportunities and everything that I in the relationships, professional relationships that I developed, but it's like I can't do this no more. And I walked away from a very, very, very well-paying job, but I was like, man, I'd rather live like this, man, because you're not going to get time back. You got people that want to work till they 60, work till they damn near 70 years old, and then they got 20 years, 25 years left at the most to enjoy retirement. So I was like, you know what, man, let me shut it down at 40 and just live life, like enjoy this time that I have off and I'm fairly young. I'm still young. Just let me enjoy time, man. I can always go back and get a job because I got the credentials to go back and get a job. Or I got an entrepreneurial spirit, so I'm always looking at going. I be thinking about things to keep me from going back because I know it's the land of opportunity. But it was just like the stress, man. I didn't want to deal with the stress, man. And yet, stress is the number one killer in my community. People that look like me, guys look like me, stress, man, heart attacks, stress. Guys trying to work 2 jobs to keep a family afloat. You want to keep your kids in Pop Warner. Your wife want the new red bottoms. Your daughter want the new, I don't know what little girls might be interested in, man. But it's stressful being a man and trying to be a provider and protector. So I didn't have any small children. I sold off both my cars. Finally sold my house. I was renting my house out to a friend. Don't ever do that because he squatted on me for like a year, didn't pay me nothing. I still don't understand that, man. Like, there's so many life lessons I can give y'all, man. I'm just going to try to give you on this channel, man. Never ever rent to a family member or friend. Don't ever do it. I don't care what the sob story is. Don't do it. They're not going to pay you, period. And, people see that you got a good heart. They're going to come try to take advantage of that. So you got to guard your heart when you're doing business. In any negotiations, guard your heart. But, I basically got rid of everything in the States. It would have been lovely that if I was able to still just keep getting rent. But I was like, you know what? Let me just divorce myself of that responsibility And I've been just living out here, man, and it's been beautiful. It's been stress free, man. And like, if I really want to disconnect from stress from the States, I just turn my phone off. I don't look at social media. I don't answer the phone from certain people, because people will bring your energy level down, man. You might be having listen, I have, not to brag, but I have a beautiful day every day, right? So when somebody calls me with you have to call me with bad news to ruin my day. That's how my days normally. 85% of the time, somebody has called me and ruined my day with some bad news, or somebody has called me asking me for something that's crazy, and my day has been ruined. So that's how my days get ruined, right? But for the most part, man, if I turn everything off and just sit still and be, like breathe. I'm talking about like the computer off, the phone off, the Apple Watch off. I just sit still and chill and just listen to some music. Oh man, life is beautiful, man. Life is beautiful with all those other distractions, but life, oh my God. Like when you can turn everything off and just relax, it's beautiful, man. And when you don't have the anxiety comes from two things. Anxiety is going to come from worrying about the past, can't do nothing about, or worrying about too far into the future. That's where your anxiety comes from. So if you can master living in the moment, you will take away a lot of your anxiety and stress. Just take it one step at a time. Let me just live today. Enjoy today. It's okay to plan for the future. Set your plans in motion. But let me just relax and enjoy this moment, enjoy the day. You're going to find that your anxiety levels are going to go down. Because that's what all anxiety is, just worrying about things that you can't control or you can't foresee. So that's the anxiety. So coming out here, my anxiety level went down. I used to remember getting off work on Friday and just feeling so free and like I had the world by its, what's right. And I would just not hop in the Porsche. I get on 95. I had a top down. I ride. I lived in Delaware at the time. I'm like 35 minutes from the airport in Philadelphia. I ride to South Street, which is about another 10 minutes from the airport. And just on a nice summer night, man, and just go get me some pizza or just chill on South Street, or go, it might be a concert at the TLA or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But just on a Friday, just feeling alive. But guarantee you Sunday, by that 4 o'clock game, football Sunday, especially during the winter, but by Sunday I say when the sun, you start getting anxiety because I'm thinking about Monday. Oh man, I got to go to work. I got to be to work on time. What am I going to wear? What co-worker is going to drive me nuts this week with some BS? So it was like the same thing over and over and over again, like Groundhog Day. You know what I'm saying? Buy a couple of things on Amazon to make me feel good about myself. Buy some, clothes or whatever. Go to some I don't know, man. It was like the same thing over and over and over again, man. And I had to get out of that. So I had a friend of mine that moved. Well, he didn't move out here. He was coming out to DR because I would travel. I always like to travel, So I was hitting Colombia. I was hitting Brazil, and he was like, "Yo, man, you ain't hit DR yet, man. You done been in Dubai. You here, you there. Why you ain't?" I was like, "I'm gonna go to DR. I'm gonna go." Never went. And then the opportunity to come down here for a bachelor party popped up, and I came down here for a bachelor party. I was the best man. I actually organized the bachelor party, and we got it out here. And because of my ex-wife being from Honduras, I was, I know a little Spanish. I took Spanish in high school and in college, so I was reading the for sale signs on the homes, and I was like, let me call up and see how much they want for these homes. And when I heard how much they wanted for the villas, I was like, what? I was like, I think I need one of those. You know what I'm saying? So it was 8 of us. So I tried to get the 8 of us that was in the wedding party to go in on the villa with me, that or a villa, or get a villa built. It went from 8 to 6 to 4 to 2, and it was me and my man that just got married. He's like, I can't explain to my wife that we're buying a house in the Dominican Republic, and I was like, all right, bet. Can't do it fast, but I know if I do it by myself, I can do it slow and right. So I took my time, hustled up some money, and I found this house right here. It was in a location that I wanted, 8 minutes from the beach. I was like, yo, man, I'm gonna jump on this. So I pulled the trigger and I jumped on it, and I didn't look back. And it was some bumps and bruises, cause like when you're out here dealing with these contractors and dealing with a foreign country, man, it's a headache, man. But by the grace of God, one thing I learned out here was patience, man. You got to have patience when you're moving abroad. You had to have patience, because in America, in the USA, I got to stop saying America. In the USA, we're so used to having things microwave fast, fast, fast. And here, it's not like that. You know what I mean? So I learned patience. I learned the importance of having a real friend, because there's a lot of fake friends out here. And I learned a lot about myself. I learned that I didn't really need things, and I didn't really need people. Well, you do need to have some kind of human interaction, but me personally, I didn't need to have that every day. I didn't need to have a person with me. And I was just able to come out here and relax, man. And I'm telling you, man, I'm healthier. It's just a lot of the anxiety and stress is gone, and I get a chance to enjoy life, man. And a thing that helps with, if you're battling depression or if you're away from your family, is journaling. I know it sounds corny, but go get you a journal, man, and just start writing down your things that you do during the day, things that you want to improve on, and just start making a journal, man. And or a video or a vlog. You can start vlogging or whatever. And you'll find that those things help you with your depression, man. And then also having an open communication with people back home that are important to you is also important. You know what I mean? Because if somebody cares about you, man, they're going to come and check on you. They're going to make sure you're all right. They're going to help you while you're abroad, because you're going to need help. You're going to need help. You're going to need somebody to mail you something. You're going to need somebody to check on something for you. You're going to need somebody to do some banking stuff for you. You're going to need help. You know what I'm saying? So I think that I have a great circle around me. It's small as hell, but I know that I got some people. I know I got some people I can count on, and that's important. So, but yeah, man, keeping a good. Cause like, I'm blessed, man. I don't have to work out here. I got a nice home. I got a dog. I'm lucky. Like, some people out here have to work, and it's hard. You know what I mean? Like, cause you're not really making a lot of money out here, so you're really working. Especially if you're used to getting money in the States, it's hard working out here. So I take my hat off, and I commend the people that work and still live here, because it's difficult, you know what I mean? So, but drinking is not the answer. Getting high is not the answer. It's just, I think the answer out here, if you're stressed out or if you have anxiety or depression, the answer is seeking some professional help. You shouldn't be ashamed to seek professional help. But 2, is just get real with yourself. You know what I mean? There are steps you can take to make sure that you're not depressed. And if you're depressed, get out, get yourself some sun, find out what the root cause of the depression is. Like honestly, go sit down with somebody, do pros and cons lists. Just find out what is the catalyst of making you depressed, what's making you depressed, and work on it, man. Every hour, every 2 hours, every 3 hours, work on it. Because everything that's worth having is going to take some work, But this is just a conversation that I'm having with you guys. And I don't expect people to be in the comments talking about what depresses them. But if you want to share in the comments things that you do to alleviate your stress, like me, I journal. I like learning new things, so I might be on the computer learning some esoteric knowledge. I'm a rabbit hole guy. I go down a rabbit hole. It be 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm looking at something crazy on YouTube, or I like to go to the beach. You know what I'm saying? If I go to the beach, I found that is why I like to live by water. That's why I have a pool. That's why I have the fountain going all the time. It's because I found that water can calm me. Like if I have something really, really bothering me, if I go to the beach and just sit at the beach and look at the ocean, 15, 20 minutes, I'm cool. Like I'll put some headphones on, listen to some good music, and I'm 15, 20 minutes, I'm cool. Those are my coping as a coping mechanism for me. So you have to find out what your coping mechanism is and make it something healthy. Like mine is going to the beach. Other people go to the gym. That's why I always say, like, some of the most depressed people are the most in shape people some of the most hurt people are the most in shape people in the world. And you're like, damn, how is he so motivated to go into it's some pain. It's a lot of pain behind a lot of people that's in shape. Like they got their heart broke, they were rejected, they were abandoned. Man, people take their energy and put it into the gym. So you can go to the gym, you can write music, you can sing, whatever it is, whatever your thing is. My thing is going to the beach and just sitting and looking at the water. And you do those things, man, and come out of that mental funk, man. Because if you're watching this video, right? Here's the most beautiful part about this video. If you're watching this video, especially if you made it all the way to the end, please like, share, and subscribe. But if you're watching this video, that means that you're still alive. You're still breathing. You still have a chance to make up for what happened yesterday, what happened today. You get a do-over tomorrow, hopefully. But you've made it. You're here. You're still living. You're still breathing. You have an opportunity to go on tomorrow. Man, like, go. I challenge you to go do something that you've been scared to do your whole life. Don't worry about what everybody else is going to say. That's my challenge for you after watching this video. Do something that they say that you couldn't do. Do something that you've been scared to do. Something that scares you to death. Go do that, and then go be great. And I want to thank everybody for watching and listening to me ramble about anxiety and depression. I hope I gave you some tips, and I talked about how you can manage it a little bit better by journaling, by finding a proactive, positive activity to replace anything negative. Don't drink, don't get high. Work on your depression, man. Work on yourself. It's the most important thing that you can work on is yourself. Because without you being right, nothing else around you is going to be right. And without health, there's no wealth. And your mental health is a big part of your health. All right, so thank you for tapping back in with your man, not your boy Troy. And I'm going to check you out on the next video coming up this week. All right, peace.